Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very gloomy morning here on Waikiki Beach in Honolulu, Hawaii. Yeah, the weather is not looking the absolute greatest today, but we are up, we're going. We've slept for a very long time. We went to bed pretty early last night, got our rest in. We are waking up feeling absolutely glorious. Koda's still kind of in the bed. We had our breakfast already. We are going to go and rent a car today, and we are going to head over to the Polynesian Cultural Center. Hopefully, if as long as it's not raining. It's not raining right now. It's more of a mist, fog type deal, but it's still like little sprinkly. It's a little gloomy, and you can see, you know, it's just not the greatest looking day outside. So, come back inside the room. Here's Koda in the bed and just chilling over there. Let's see what else we got going on over here. Just a real quick tour of the room. This is a condo that we rented, so this comes with comes with the stove, sink, refrigerator, all that good stuff. I have my mobile command unit over here. I am currently uploading the Halloween Horror Nights video for the Yeti haunted house that just dropped. I was hoping that that news wouldn't drop while we were on vacation, but there it is. So I got that video uploading right now. We have our bathroom over there. Just a real quick tour of the room. Nothing super spectacular. It was only $85 a night, and it's a pretty nice condo, and the bed is actually really comfortable. We were in that last night. Yeah, that's why I was still hanging out there. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting day. Hopefully everything works out with the Polynesian Cultural Center and the weather cooperates, and we'll be able to head on out there. So let's get going. Alright guys, we just finished up all the paperwork and everything. We are here with our Kia Soul. We're going to be having this car for the next 3 days. We are heading on over to the Polynesian Cultural Center right now. I am super excited. You can see Koda waving in the car from right there. Yeah, we had to do our vehicle inspection, do all that nonsense, do all the paperwork. It's still a little gloomy outside. It's still pretty dark and gloomy, but we're still gonna head over to the Polynesian Cultural Center. We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna see that luau. Now, on to some road trip montages. Before you even walk into the cultural center, you walk into the Hukilau marketplace. I am gonna butcher all these names today. But yeah, you get your tickets over here. There's a bunch of restaurants, different stores and everything before you even walk inside the cultural center. Coming on over to the ticketing, we decided to upgrade and we are doing the VIP check-in, ambassadors and super ambassadors. We're gonna do a tour today of the Polynesian Cultural Center. It is going to be super awesome. I'm excited. Aloha! All right, we got our tickets for our luau and the show. We are doing the dinner show, so I am super excited for this. With the VIP upgrade, we got closer seating for it, so I'm super excited. Aloha! The Ambassador Lounge. We come in here, we get put in a group, and we'll go on a tour.
Hey family, just real quick, I wanted to explain who this man is right here. His name is Hamana Kalili. He's very well known throughout the community. One, because of his fishing skills, which you guys will see what the hukilau is in the canoe pageant. And then also because of this sign. Does anybody know what this is?
Shaka.
A shaka. What does it mean? Hang loose. This means like chill out, have a good time. You're gonna see people throwing up a shaka all day today, so just throw one back. Everyone practice your pinky and your thumb. Good job. You can do rock on or love you, it's up to you. But how it happened was he was working at the sugar plantations, because sugar was a really big industry here back in the day. And an accident happened where his 3 middle fingers were cut off in the machinery. And so with the accident and working with the sugar, that's how we have brown sugar today. I'm just kidding. But when he would go to wave at people, his 3 middle fingers were missing, and so that's how the shaka was born. So right over here, we have the 6 islands that we have in the center. We have the happy people of Samoa, the warriors of Aotearoa, or also known as New Zealand, warriors of Fiji, beautiful people of Hawaii, romantic islands of Tahiti, and the loud people of Tonga. You'll see why in the show. But we also have the Cook Islands here for the summer. So that's a new show and new island just for the summertime. So that's awesome that you guys are here to experience that. So we're going to be visiting most of the islands. We won't get to see all of them today. Just so you know, it takes 16 hours to do everything in the center. So we don't have 16 hours, but we're going to see a lot and we're going to have lots of fun, okay? One thing right over here is called the Polynesian Triangle. Starts up here in Hawaii, goes down to New Zealand, and then to the Easter Island, or also known as Rapa Nui. And within this triangle are all the Polynesian islands. So these are 6 of the main island groups, but there are little islands within these island groups. Yeah, Cook Islands, for example, is one. Marquesas, Rapa Nui. So you can see all the islands that fall under Polynesia. Ryan? Like with the R?
Yeah.
Ryan Heath?
Heath.
Heath. Heath is your last
Who is she? She's so beautiful.
She is Earth Mother, the mother of all life. She's calling you, calling us, pulling us like a net, bringing us here to La'i as one family.
All of us? Everyone?
Yes, even our ancestors. Our story today begins with an ancestor you already know, Maui. He's a demigod. He helped his mother harness the sun. He pushed up the sky and captured fire from under the earth. It's a magical home made from the bone of his grandmother.
Her bone?
Yes, and casting it into the ocean. He pulled up the land and it broke into pieces. And that is how our islands arose. Each one different, yet each part of a whole. Across the waters we trade, we defend ourselves, and we marry each other, creating bonds between us. For the waters around us do not divide us, they unite us across the great ocean highway.
When we cross the ocean, when we remedy, a secret we'll still keep. Some was a bit high, some was a bit dead. We'll leave behind on the map, we'll sail the midnight ocean by a guiding star, till we find a neighbor that is who we are.
Through love and marriage.
I see, he's from Tonga. And she's from Samoa.
That's right. And together as a family, they become one.
Lord say for maua malagi na ma. Ia manu ia lava no fo inga. Mais e ungari fo. Mapeta i o tua pafi. E koloa ko to o mau to fali. A mo. Malo e ofa.
But Polynesian music includes songs from far across the ocean highway. Songs we borrowed to sing in our own way, like this one, sung in New Zealand.
So we just got done with the river pageants that was here at the Polynesian Cultural Center. They do this every day while you're here, and it was a lot of fun in my opinion. Kona, what did you think? Cool? 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 Better than what you were expecting? Did you know that this was a thing, or you didn't know?
I did not know.
Oh, well, anyways, I don't think I mentioned this before, but I've been to the Polynesian Cultural Center before, so I've seen this show before, but it was a very long time ago, very, very long time ago, so I hardly remember much, but that was a really cool show, a really great introduction to the Polynesian Cultural Center. A lot to learn, really cool way to start your vacation in my opinion, with getting introduced to different hulas and different stories, and just, you know, getting immersed in the culture of Polynesia. So that's really cool. I think we're going to be taking a short little canoe ride over to the opposite end of the center, so that way we can start working our way from island to island and making our way back up to the front to where our luau is going to be. And I think Koda's really excited for the food. I know I'm excited for the food. It's going to be so cool. Well, this is definitely one of the scarier things I've done, and probably the scariest thing I'm going to do today. My God. We are in a boat. We are in a boat like them. No, you cannot drive.
Let's kick off this canoe ride with one loud aloha! Aloha! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, welcome to the world famous canoe ride here at the one and only Polynesian Cultural Center. The way that we start off every canoe ride is touching the Good Luck Bridge. Everyone go ahead and touch the Good Luck Bridge, family. The longer you touch it, the more good luck and good fortune that comes into your life. Double the time is double the good luck. Can we back up? Oh, I can back up. And the reason why I'm actually telling you guys to touch the Good Luck Bridge is because this is my first day pushing. I'm just kidding, folks. I've been here for like 3 years. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, just in case if an emergency does happen on board this canoe, if you do look carefully, there's a lot of cracks and dents. We nickname it the Titanic 2.0. So if it does go down, folks, we're going to go over the quick and easy safety protocols just for your benefit. Everyone go ahead and look to your right, then look to your left. These right here will be your emergency exits today. Please feel free to use the one nearest to you. Also, folks, if you do have to use your emergency exit, everyone go ahead and locate your life jacket on board. If you can't seem to find it, it's the person sitting next to you. Turn to your neighbor and say aloha life jacket.
Aloha life jacket.
Folks, if you do have to use your emergency exit today, take your life jacket with you. Also on that note, family, if you do have to exit the canoe, folks, okay, we ask you to please be careful. Okay, we don't want anybody to end up in the water, but if you do end up in the water, all you have to do is stand up. The water is only about 2.5 feet deep. We don't want you to fall in purposely because it is a fire hazard. How is it a fire hazard? Well, if you end up in the water, I'll get fired from my job. So if you stay seated, folks, keeping all arms, hands, and legs inside the
It's like being on the Jungle
for
Cruise.
your safety. The only thing that we'll let you guys touch, okay, are the bridges, and every bridge will have a special power and a meaning behind it. But when we do ask you to touch the bridge, please only use your hand. Trust me, I've seen it multiple times. Some people try to be funny and touch it with their head, and they end up going to the hospital afterwards. Not too fun. Okay. Well, on that note, folks, I'm going to introduce myself. Everyone go ahead and turn around. Okay. Yep, my name is Sione. I'll be your tour guide, also your engine. 250 horsepower, hailing from the beautiful island nation of California. Yes, and I'll be with you guys today on this marvelous adventure throughout the different islands. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here in the Polynesian Islands, there's going to be 6 island villages represented, including one more that was just added on, which is the Cook Islands presentation, which is actually where we're going to drop you off today. Over here on your right hand side, folks, we're passing the beautiful islands of Samoa. Everyone say Samoa. Samoa. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, it's actually pronounced Samoa. We like to enunciate our vowels here, so everyone knows Samoa. Okay, it's that delicious Girl Scout cookie with the caramelized coconut and the chocolate bottom. Okay, we're actually talking about Samoa. Okay, here in Samoa, folks, the greeting word is talofa. Everyone say talofa. Talofa. Yes. Yeah, or you can say what's up, I guess. Okay. All the men over there, folks, are in the traditional uben kuka, okay, which is actually the traditional kitchen here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. This bridge right here is known as our happiness bridge. Our brother Chris is standing on the happiness bridge, so he's happy. If you're happy and you know it, touch the bridge. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, why is it called the happiness bridge? Well, because the people of Samoa are nicknamed the happy people of Polynesia.
Hey babe, this boat belongs to Black Widow. It's Black Widow's boat. So you know, solid.
All that training out there lasts for about 2 months before we get to the water. Amazing. Is it okay that that's it, or minimum 4? There was once on the Big Island, everybody was given shortly. We had 4 people in the harbor, so it took 4 people to get 49. We didn't want to be in a harbor when it was quite a bit that was sour. Quite a way was in the harbor.
Is this cool or?
I was waiting for the oar joke. I was waiting for it. This boat is huge. Look at it compared to Coda. It's massive. Now they were saying that this boat actually does function. It does get rolled out into the ocean from time to time. That is absolutely insane. This thing is massive. One thing that I also wanted to mention earlier is that I was filming on the canoe ride over here, but it did start to rain. So I had to put the camera away. I'm sorry. I wish I could have shown more of the canoe ride. It was actually really funny. It was actually comparable to the Jungle Cruise. The person who was steering our boat was cracking jokes and everything. It was actually really, really cool. But it did start raining. Thankfully, it's not raining anymore. We came into this little hut thing to look at the boat. And now we are heading right back outside, and we're just going to continue taking our tour of the Polynesian Cultural Center. So far, this is a lot of fun. This is definitely very informational. There's not too many activities to do, but it's very fun to learn if you're interested in this sort of stuff. Yaurana.
Beautiful. So Tahiti is part of the largest island chain in French Polynesia. And so because they're part of French Polynesia, they also speak French. Yeah, they're part of the French government. France, part of France, yeah. If you look at these beautiful white flowers, these white flowers are called tiare. That is the national flower of Tahiti. And so in the islands, if you wear a flower on your right side, it means you're single. But if you put it on your your left side, it means you're taken or you're married. And if you have it like in your bun in the middle, it just means you're confused. Just kidding. But yes, Tahiti is very beautiful, and they're known for their black pearls.
Before we play the drums, we're gonna do a little warm up. Before we play the drums, we're gonna go one by one. I'm gonna go first. I want you guys to watch me. So right after me, North Carolina, you're gonna go first, and then Las Vegas, and then Japan. Watch me, guys. I'm gonna do this one time only. Hold this last bit. No! North Carolina, hey! Come on, everybody! North Carolina, good job. All the way to the back. All right. Las Vegas, hey! Come on, everybody! Give it up for Las Vegas. What an energy, man. Thank you. All the way to the back, Las Vegas. Thank you. Japan, are you okay? Okay. Japan, hi! Come on, everybody! Give it up for Japan. Japan, all the way to the back. Let's welcome our first warrior all the way from North Carolina, everybody. Give it up for North Carolina! North Carolina, are you ready? Ask everybody to see if they're ready for you. Are you ready? Yeah! North Carolina, follow me. Let me go first, and then you. Okay? How is he doing, everybody? Alright. North Carolina, here's the last beat for you. Come on, everybody, give it up. First warrior from North Carolina. Speaking my language. We'll start from this. Ave! 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 I go first. I go first.
So far, this tour today has been so much fun. So much to see and do here. And the awesome thing is that when you buy a ticket for the Polynesian Cultural Center, it's good for 3 days. So you can come one day and you can come back the next couple days if you missed anything, which more than likely you will, because there's just so much to do here. Even on this tour, we haven't been able to see absolutely everything. It's already coming close to time when we're supposed to go to our luau, so there is a slight possibility that we might come back tomorrow. There's definitely some shopping that we want to do at the marketplace out front that we want to do tomorrow, because tomorrow we're doing our full tour of the island in our rental car. So I'm very much so looking forward to that. But yeah, there's just so much to do here. But keep in mind that if you do come to the Polynesian Cultural Center, if you are wanting to do everything, you most likely will have to come back and do it multiple times, because there's just so much to do.
Harvest them and bring them home. We want to show you how we carry these things. So when you go to my island tomorrow, this is what you're gonna see. Look at this beautiful basket. Every young man in the village should know how to be one of these. It will help you carry your food from your farm and your neighbor's farm. Check out the nuts, the coconuts with the fibers. We can pluck them out and tie it together. The older you are and stronger, the more coconuts you carry. 40, 60, 80, 100 coconuts. Give it up for these hard-working young men, all the way from San Francisco. So, farming, fishing, hunting, cooking the food, serving the food, and we eat what's left of the food. What do the women do? Women, besides shopping, they take care of the children, they keep the place beautiful, and they do all these things for the family. Look at this beautiful stuff. This material is what we used to wear back in the days. We call it a siapo, tapa cloth, made from the bark of the baby mulberry tree. They also weave. One of them, they weave, we call it the yatunga, the fine mats, woven from the leaves of the bandanas tree. That's a lot of work. Please give it up for our loud women. That's only 2 of them. Very annoying. Okay, we're gonna make some coconut milk. You know, every time we cook in our islands, we use a lot of coconut milk in our food. And the milk comes from the ripe coconuts. Look at that beautiful color, brown, like us. Some of you are not ripe yet. I am so sorry. We call it popo. Say it. To husk it, we use something like this. Take a good look at it. You can make one of these at home. We call it melei. Say it. Melei. In English, sharp stick. Say it. Step number 1. Kill it. Number 2, you push it down. Follow those 2 simple steps until you completely husk the coconuts. Hey, how about a big hand for this awesome guy? He was doing it in slow motions for your convenience. Husking this coconut is one of the competitive sports in the islands. Record for the men, 3 seconds. Ladies, 2 days. That's why we cook. The tree of life. This is good for the fire. Too much mosquito burn some of this, it will chase them away. We also bury this in the ocean for 2 to 3 weeks. Take it out, pound it. It looks something like this. Dental floss. Your hair fall off, extra hair. Hair extension, hair replacement. Very, very flammable. Look at this guy. He's gonna make America great again.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's enough. We also make the ropes from this stuff. This rope is the only thing that we use to tie all these buildings together.
My weapon of choice. 10 out of 10.
I tried.
And touch tips. Gotta touch tips. Oh yeah. Come on. Now the other end. We gotta touch the opposite end. Oh. Please don't whack yourself. I will laugh and we will get a lot of views. Thumbnail. You won't believe what happens next.
Just the picture's like the freeze frame right before it hits, and I'm like,
like I'm gonna catch it.
So that has concluded the tour portion of our trip here to the Polynesian Cultural Center. They have released us. We still have about 30 minutes or so until we need to go for dinner over at our luau, which is right around the corner over here. We're just kind of, you know, looking for things to do. Kota wants to either feed fish or go fishing, one of the two, something involving fish. And what else? And then yeah, we'll just make our way over to dinner. It is very, very hot, very, very humid, but it's still a lot of fun. Definitely worth an hour drive out here from Waikiki Beach over to the Polynesian Cultural Center to go see and do everything that's here. So much fun, so educational. You definitely learn a lot. It is a lot of knowledge. We're now walking into the Hale Ohana dinner show. There are 2 or 3 different dinner shows. This one's Hale Ohana. The other one further down there is Hale Aloha, and then they also have one for the prime rib buffet, which is something that I definitely want to do next time we're here. Kota, you're gonna get laid. You're gonna get laid. You're gonna get laid. Get laid. Get laid. Go, 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 go. It's Kota, get laid. Yeah, she got laid. Hello. Thank you. We got laid.
Yes.
I always wanted to get laid in Hawaii.
They already.
Alright, I'd say our seats are not too bad. We got a decent view of the luau over here. I'm not sure if the seating up front over there is first come, first serve or what. I'll have to find that information out, but yeah, not too happy that we're farther in the back, but we'll see how that seating situation is. Alright, we got a lot of food here. Fried rice, white rice, teriyaki braised beef. We got chicken with some sauce, fried chicken with another sauce, kalua pork, a purple roll. We got grapes, we have some poke, and I think there's something else underneath there, but yeah, this is lots of food. Kota got some good stuff too. Really cool.
Welcome friends, cousins, and family. We invite you to enjoy this evening's luau. And please, give it up one more time for our conch blowers and torchbearers.
Being accepted by it's like this sign signifies the arrival of the Almighty on the royal court of Hawaii.
Yeah, that is one good looking pig. They pulled this sucker out of the ground in their underground oven. That is really cool. It looks so good. I've had pig like this before. Absolutely delicious. I love it. Alright, so we just got out of the Hale Ohana Luau over here at the Polynesian Cultural Center. I have some things to say about it, but I want to get Kota's honest opinion first. What do you think about it, honestly? Like, the whole thing?
It was okay. I mean, like, the food was hit and miss.
Okay, go on.
The show was good.
Okay.
I felt crammed at the table.
Anything else?
I feel like there's something I'm missing that you found, but I don't know.
I didn't care too much for it. I didn't care too much for it overall. I mean, the food was pretty decent. You know, both of us are very full and we're feeling it right now. We're very, very full. I don't know whether it was just us being super hungry from throughout the day, but yeah, the food was pretty good. The show was all right. The hulas and everything and the dances were entertaining, but the atmosphere was terrible. It was very, very cramped. It was a very limited amount of space, but they filled that space as much as they could, cramming as many people in there as they could. And it was super duper chaotic. It just felt really chaotic in there to me. Yeah. From start to finish, it was just chaotic. Way too many people in there, way too much going around. They had two different sides of the buffet. There was a buffet there was a buffet on one side, there was a buffet on the other, and they opened the doors 15 minutes prior to the show. So at 5:45 they opened up the doors to the buffet, and I guess you could go in there. We got in there at about 6. They, at the beginning of the luau, you know, they said, hey, we're gonna be feeding you all night, the food's gonna be there all night. By 6:15 they completely closed one side of the buffet, so there was only one side operating for all the people that were in there. By 6:30 they basically had everything else wrapped up. The other side of the buffet was just scraps. There was no dessert left. I didn't get any dessert. There was... You offered me a little bit of dessert, but I'm talking about when I went up there, there was hardly anything left. There was hardly anything left. But yeah, by like 6:30, everything was gone. And initially when we first went up to the buffet line, like, it was just scraps. There was a lot of things that were already done and gone, and they didn't refill for like another 5 minutes or so that we weren't about to stand there. So it just felt overall very chaotic, and I can't in good conscience recommend this experience to anybody. I mean, especially if you're like in a family or something, like here with a lot of people. Like, it's just an overall very chaotic experience, and it's a lot of sensory overload for someone, you know, especially younger folks, like kids. There's just a lot going on. It's very cramped, and it got really hot in there really quickly. I don't know, I just did not like it. I'm probably not gonna come back here and do this again. Would you recommend this to anybody?
I mean, if my parents wanted to do it, but
yeah, I mean, if you're traveling here with someone who really wants to do it, then go ahead. You're probably not gonna enjoy it. I just feel like there are other luau experiences here in Hawaii that are maybe worth your time and money. This just felt super touristy and super like money grabby, because, you know, at the very beginning they wanted to take your picture, you know, before you walked inside the luau, and then of course at the very end of the luau they have all your pictures lined up there ready for you to buy, already printed with nice backgrounds, different picture sizes, different things, and just waiting to take your money for that. So I don't know, it just felt super touristy to me, super cramped, super crazy and chaotic. I didn't so much like it. We're heading over to the other show right now, which is like the finale show. It starts at 7:30, goes until 9, I think. So we're not allowed to film during that, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to show you anything, but we'll let you guys know how that is at the very end. But overall, that was just not good. I didn't really enjoy that one at all. Was it fun to do it the first time? I mean, it was a little enjoyable because it was the first time doing it. It was something that was nice to say that we did, you know? We can go back and say that we did it, and then we can go home and tell people, don't do it. When you come, don't do it. Find another luau to do other than the one here at the Polynesian Cultural Center. Definitely come to the center during the day and enjoy some of the things, some of the activities, but the luau's, I can't recommend that. The Pacific Theater outside of the Polynesian Cultural Center is where the main show of the night takes place. We're gonna walk inside the theater. I'm gonna show you what's inside the theater, what it looks like, and then we will be sure to give our thoughts of the show right afterwards. All right, we have made it inside the theater. It's a pretty decent sized theater. Pretty big theater. What were you showing me, baby? Yes, it is called, if it would focus, Ha, Breath of Life. Yeah, this is the stage up front. It's a pretty big stage. One thing that I also want to point out is that the seating is assigned for this. So when you purchase your ticket for this show, they assign you a seat. For us, I think this is probably the biggest benefit of the upgrade that we got, because we got a lower seat closer to the front in the middle, and we also got lucky because we got an aisle seat. That is very lucky. We could have easily gotten a seat that was like somewhere in the middle of everybody and just be really cramped, but the fact that we got an aisle seat was so lucky for us. Hey guys, so I'm actually back home in Florida right now. I'm in the middle of editing this video that you're watching now, and I realized I did not make an outro for it. So, I know this video was really long. Thank you so much for getting all the way to this point. I just wanted to give a quick review of the nighttime show, Ha! Breath of Life, that we saw at the Polynesian Cultural Center. That show was absolutely fantastic. It was a really great show. Showcased the Polynesian culture really well. I love the story. I loved all the cast and crew of the show. They did an absolutely phenomenal performance. We weren't allowed to film anything, but I highly recommend this show. I do not at all recommend the luau. Do not do the luau. If you can go to the Polynesian Cultural Center, spend the day there, avoid the luau, go get dinner at one of the restaurants outside of the Polynesian Cultural Center, and then go and see the Breath of Life show, then absolutely go ahead and do that. That show was absolutely phenomenal, and it is a great way to cap off your day at the Polynesian Cultural Center. It's a fantastic way to end the night. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was really long. There was just so much stuff that we filmed that day and so much stuff that I wanted to show to you guys. There was a lot of stuff that I actually had to cut out of the video. The video would have been so much longer. So when I get done editing this video and I post it, I'm going to be going ahead and posting the full river show that was at the Polynesian Cultural Center. I'm going to put the link to it up here as soon as I upload it, and you guys will be able to see the full show of that, because there was a lot of cool stuff to that show that I wanted to show off to you guys as well. And maybe at the end of that video I'll show off a couple of clips, a couple extra clips from some of the other shows that we saw around the Polynesian Cultural Center. Anyways, I know this video has gone on long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have made it to this point, I love you guys. You guys are the best for watching the video all the way through. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I never got a chance to say thank you properly for 1,000 subscribers. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers right now, so thank you so much for that. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, go ahead, hit that like button down below, leave a comment, let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you guys have ever been to the Polynesian Cultural Center, let me know about your experience down below. If you guys want to see more or learn more about the Polynesian Cultural Center, I'll also leave a link to their website down below in the description. If you guys want to see more from the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that bell down below, get notified every time I upload a new video to this channel. And with that, I'm off, and I'll see you guys in the next video.